Back on Inside Tennessee to break down the election in Knoxville in 2023. John, we had 4 of 9 city council seats on this ballot, but the judge race, which is unusual, actually sort of took top billing in this one.
It did take top billing, very unusual, but when you have a guy who's been sitting there since 1986 and a lot of people have had traffic tickets, so they know him, they've been in his court, for him suddenly to sort of be deposed and have a challenger say, you know what, you've been in there a long time, it's time for change. It's a shock. You have to get used to that.
Tyler Kavanaugh's panel beat Judge Rawson, which for some wasn't a surprise. Susan, you mentioned the early vote in this one. I should say the pre-election day vote went 60% to other candidates beside the judge.
Yeah, that was when I saw that come in on election night. I went, okay, it's over.
Right.
Yeah, it's over because it was such a huge margin. I don't know. I mean, there was just a lot of talk about that race, and Judge Rawson had some publicity earlier in the year of some things that had happened with him, and Tyler Kavanaugh was young, Judge Rawson was older, and the Republican Party endorsed Judge Rawson. That may have hurt him.
Don, I was trying to say that the preliminary vote was the indicator.
It was, and like Susan said, I mean, it was a telltale sign that John was going to be in trouble in that race. Listen, John, I've been practicing law 35 years. He is the only city municipal judge I have ever practiced in front of in Knoxville.
I was going to say, I would argue even that the primary was a great big red flag for him.
It was,
It was.
and I want to thank first John Rawson for the service he's provided our community. He's been a good judge, and I don't think anybody really contested that. I think the view was, A, he might be a Republican, and B, he might be there just a little too long. And Tyler Kavanagh ran a great campaign. He was heads up. He worked very hard. He certainly held himself out as a Democrat. Matt Shears, Democratic Party chair, was squiring him around. And when you've got Matt Shears and Victor Ashe in your camp, you might do pretty well in the city.
He has promised to change some of the operation of that court. What can he do? You know it well.
Sure. One, I think they could run a little tighter schedule. People go in there and they have to arrange for daycare and getting off work or going in late to work. And Judge Rawson often would come in later. He used to say, and some of this was very true, hey, I'm going to let my court staff clear equipment violations or whatever. But that never was communicated or clear to the public that might attend. So I hope that Tyler says, hey, if you have an equipment violation, get there at 5:30, and from 5:30 to 6:15 we're going to do this. And the other thing I've always thought that city court could use is something like an ombudsman, a table that the ordinary citizen go, hey, I just want to keep this off my record. Can you tell me what I should maybe do or suggest to the judge or whatever? Not necessarily a public defender type, but somebody say, listen, do you have a prior history? Tell the judge what your traffic history is. Be honest. Go talk to him, and if you deserve a break, he'll probably help you.
I was just going to point out, I got curious and looked at all the precincts. Rawson won 9 or 10 of the precincts in the city, which was pretty good, often by closer margins. And when we move on to the Hill-Parker race, that's an interesting one in terms of
the final
who
thing I'll
won
say, about the city race is Tyler Kavanagh is going to be fine. Our community is going to be well served. Our community's been well served by John Rawson. This is one of those changes I didn't feel that way when Trump won against Hillary. This is a good for good, so we're going to be okay.
All right, and as you mentioned, Judge Rawson doing a lot of service to this community over
a long time.
The last almost 4 decades. We appreciate that. We're going to take a quick break on Inside Tennessee and break down that race, John, that you mentioned, the Amelia Parker race. That's coming back.